What's up, guys? This is Omegapro, and this is going to be a video about my thoughts on Dragon Ball Z Absalon, or Dragon Ball Absalon. I don't even know what it's called, but yeah, it's a fan-made project, made by, I think it was animated by one guy, or maybe just like a small studio or something like that. And then you got, small cast of voice actors, and they're attempting to bring back Dragon Ball Z to its former glory. They're trying to make it so that people can enjoy Dragon Ball once again, but also have something new to look at and have new characters, new forms, the same characters with new forms and a new story. And did they succeed with it? Now, I mean, it's only the first episode. There are going to be 3 episodes, I believe, and I'm just going to give you guys my thoughts on it. So I'm gonna sort of have 2 versions of this. One is going to be, my sort of rating for it, just because it's like indie, or it's not a big production. And then there's going to be my harsh criticism. So let me put on my getting ready for hate helmet, and let's do this. So first, I wanted to talk about what I liked about it. What did I like about Dragon Ball Z Absalon? First of all, I like the whole just concept of a fan being so in love with Dragon Ball that they decided to animate themselves, hand draw everything, and try to create a whole new universe where the fans can really be a part of and really enjoy. The whole concept, I really like it. As far as how they tackled everything, I think they did a good job grabbing up the voice actors. I think the voice actors were good. Shout out to Kagi. Kagi did good. I think the original art style is really well done. I'll get more into that later. And I think that the story has the potential to be really cool. And I think that's about it for what I like. I don't want to get into too much details because I really want to tell you guys like what I didn't like about it. And that's not me trying to be a hater or anything like that. That's just me trying to let this production know about what I didn't like, so that way they can focus on what to fix. So they did a lot of things good. I think that it has a lot of potential, and now this is going to get to the negative part. I just wanted to move this right along. Everyone knows that it's a great thing that they did. Everyone knows that it's extremely good for the restraints that they have on them, but it's time to get critical here and discuss what I did not like. First of all, I said that the art style was good, and yeah, for some of the parts, it was awesome. It was epic. I was like, oh my god, that is so cool. But for most of it, the drawings they look kind of derpy, and especially in the beginning. When the episode first starts off, I was shaking my head. I was like, this can't be how the whole episode is gonna go, because the pacing was just awful. I didn't know what the hell was going on. There was derpy animations. It wasn't looking good. And then after the credits roll, or the intro roll, things got way better. Alright, sorry about that. I just got interrupted. But what the hell was I saying? Oh yeah, the animations and stuff like that were they're not the greatest. I mean, they're way better than what anyone else can do that I know of anyway. So for that, I definitely applaud them. But I'm just trying to be critical here. Again, I want to reiterate the fact that this is still a great thing, and overall, for the restraints they were given, it's awesome. However, there are still a lot of issues. For example, there's one character design that comes to mind that I just flat out didn't like, and that is Pan. I thought Pan did not fit in with the DBZ universe at all. The way they drew her all grown up. Oob looked fucking awesome as shit, but Pan, she looked Americanized to me. I don't know. I feel like I'm the only one that caught that, but she didn't look too anime. She didn't look too Dragon Ball-esque, in my personal opinion. And they already did the design. They already did their episode 1 or whatever, so I guess it's gonna have to stay like that, because they're probably already working on episode 2. However, I would like to see a change in that if they ever decide to go further with Dragon Ball Absalon. I did not like the way Pan looked. And going off from that, the whole pacing of the story seemed kind of off, and it does make sense because it is only going to be 3 episodes, so they need to rush, they need to get into it as quickly as possible. But I really feel like more build up would have been good, you know. Show them, you know, how peaceful they are, you know, show how happy they are with their new lives, that, you know, they've been training really hard to prevent anything else from happening, and, you know, they've all been happy. Show more about how the fuck Oob and Pan happened. Like, I know people were shipping them together as a couple and all that stuff, but like I want to see more behind the scenes of the characters so I can care about them more, you know. I mean, I know they're kind of the same characters from the previous DBZs before. However, I would still like to have seen at least a little bit of backstory in there, but it just sort of jumps straight into the action, doesn't really give you much. It starts off and, you know, you see all your characters and what they're doing for a few minutes, and then the bad guy comes. And the bad guy design, did they say his name? I don't even remember, but he looked cool as shit. And then I like the fact that he has the two little minions there for comedic relief. I really like that. I think the way they executed it in this episode was kind of off, so maybe work on that a little bit more. But I definitely like that they have two characters there to be there for comedic relief, and I think that is going to be a really cool part of this Dragon Ball Absalon thing. Going on to more what I sort of didn't like. Again, it just all comes down to the animations. There were some parts where I got goosebumps and I got the hairs stuck up on the back of my neck because of how cool everything looked. It looked better than the show. If they could have done that throughout the entire episode, it would have been amazing. But of course, you know, there's restraints, and, you know, he's only one person that's doing the animating. Again, I'm just guessing it's only one person. I'm not even entirely sure on that front, but still, I thought a lot of the animations were sort of weird. There were a lot of points where you could just sort of tell that he was trying on some shots, and then on other shots he was just sort of like, yeah, whatever. And I think that really stood out a lot. As far as the story goes, there's room for it to be epic, and the reason why I can't really go too much into the story is because it's only been the first episode and we don't really know a lot about what's going on. All we really know is that it's the same Z fighters that we knew and love, all growed it up and stuff like that, and a bad guy comes and he's looking to kill shit, he's looking to destroy some stuff, and it's gonna be cool. Now I wanted to sort of talk about my ratings, you know, as far as it goes. As a small project, I'm gonna give this thing like a 9, I'd say, because a project this small with that outcome was amazing. Okay, no matter what you say, that even attempting that is ballsy in itself, and I think the overall execution for it being such a small project was awesome. I think we all can agree on that at the very least. As far as my harsh criticism, if I were to rate this unbiased and, you know, throwing out the fact that it's all, you know, a small production crew, I'm gonna have to give this like a 6 or maybe a 7. And the main reason is because I think the voice acting was good for most parts. What really just doesn't do it for me and breaks the immersiveness is the animation. Sometimes they can be a little bit derpy, and that doesn't sit well for me. And my camera, I think, is about to stop recording, so I'm just going to stop and then restart. Alright, so I'm back. Yeah, I just really feel like this thing has a lot of potential, and again, the animations and some of the art really threw it off for me. But I feel like if they can fix it in later installations of Dragon Ball Absalon, this is going to be the greatest Dragon Ball work ever. Actually, even the way it is now, with my harsh criticism, this is the best fan-made Dragon Ball thing ever. Just point blank ever. You guys deserve applause for that. It was amazing. Now, my harsh criticism, don't take that too harshly, because I'm just saying that there is a lot of potential. Some of the animations were derpy, but overall, you are not going to see anything like that for a long time. And if you do, there's going to be a big studio behind it. Akira Toriyama's probably going to have something behind it. But for a fan-made project, that is awesome. That is amazing. And I think that's going to wrap it up for my review. I'm going to record another video after this that you guys will probably see tomorrow, and that's going to be my thoughts on what's going to happen in the later episodes and stuff like that. So stay tuned for a Dragon Ball Absalon discussion going up probably tomorrow on my channel. And that was it for my review. Leave what you guys thought down below. Again, it was very, very, very cool and very awesome. It's exhilarating to see DBZ being brought back to its former glory. And this definitely does have a lot of potential. So leave some comments down below on what you guys thought about it. Let's get a discussion rolling. And this is your friendly neighborhood Omegapro. I'm out. Peace.